Hey everyone, today's challenge run should be an adorable one. I'll be adopting all the pets in the game as fast as possible. The pets are the KittyKat, the Vargling, the Giblet, the Ewlet, the Broodling, the Mosling, and the Friendly Peeper. I'll be doing this run as Woody with a spring start since it'll make it a little easier to adopt some of the pets. After some basic resource gathering and world exploration, I was able to find the terrarium set piece, which I need for the Friendly Peeper pet. This time around, the set piece was the Guardian Pig variant, and in my experience, it's better to kill each pig individually to easily access the chest in the middle, since the hitboxes of the berry bushes makes it hard to access. It's day 3 and I'm in the mosaic biome trying to find the rock den since it's the crafting station where you can actually adopt the pets. Although I didn't find the den itself, I did find the first of many suspicious dirt piles that I'm going to need for this run. You see, in order to adopt the Ewlet, I need to kill a Eucus for a steel wool. The problem with that is that early on, it only has a 5% chance of spawning at the end of a suspicious dirt pile. But this is also part of the reason why I chose a spring start. During spring, suspicious dirt piles respawn about every day and a half instead of every 2 days, which for me means that I can uncover slightly more dirt piles at a slightly faster rate. Of course, as time goes on, the odds of Eucus spawning does go up from 5%, but it's still going to take quite a few dirt piles before one spawns. I found the Glommer statue on day 4, which is great since I need Glommer's goop to adopt Glom Glom. At the night of day 4, I fought the Eye of Terror since I need the milky whites it drops in order to adopt the Friendly Peeper pet. Unfortunately, I didn't kill him in 3 o'clock segments, but he should be dead the next night. Another good thing about a spring start is that when it's raining, birds spawn like crazy, so I took this opportunity to farm some feathers for the feather hat that I need in order to adopt a Giblet. Past the Pig King deciduous biome was the Dragonfly desert, which is great as that is where I'll be making my base since Dragonfly has a chance to drop a larvae egg, which we need in order to adopt the broodling pet. At the start of night 5, I summoned the Eye of Terror again, and he died immediately since his health was that low. As I was collecting reeds for a bird cage, I saw that these merms had ganged up on this tentacle, and it dropped a tentacle spot. I took a lot of hits getting it, but fortunately, this is the last one I needed, since I got one earlier before finding the terrarium. After gathering some of the stuff I needed, I'm finally able to adopt the first few pets of the run. 4 hound's teeth and a monster lasagna for a Vargling, the milky whites and bacon and eggs for the Friendly Peeper, and trail mix plus a feather hat for the Giblet. I shouldn't have adopted the Giblet last, it's pretty noisy. It's day 11, which means tonight is a full moon, and our only chance to get Glommer and Glommer's statue. And because of Woody's curse during the full moon, we'll randomly turn into one of Woody's 3 were forms. The one we don't want is the were-goose, so what I'll do instead is that before the full moon begins, I'll turn into the were-moose. Oh look, it's Glommer! Yeah, you all should have seen this coming after the last video. I needed Glommer's goop, which he so conveniently drops after dying. But at least now I get to adopt Glom Glom with some taffy and Glommer's goop. Shortly after that, I got a cat tail from killing some catcoons, which means I can also now adopt a kitty cat with a cat tail and a fish stick. It's only 3 pets remaining. It's time for what I consider to be the worst part of the run, killing Dragonfly. She only has a 33% chance of actually dropping the larvae egg I need, and I've had to do a few runs already since I wasn't getting it before. I'll be using the straight wall strategy where you plant walls next to a magma pool. The larvae that Dragonfly spawns will see the pool as a valid pass, even though it's not. I'm not fond of this method though, since what ends up happening is that it's common for Dragonfly to just keep spawning larvae instead of enraging, and it just makes the whole fight much slower. Fortunately, I did get the larvae egg this time around, but if I were to ever do this run again, I would have Dragonfly set to tons just so I could fight her every 5 days instead of every 20, though I have more opportunities for the larvae egg. It's a few days before summer begins, but now it's Woody's time to shine. I can use his were-goose form to easily find the lunar island, which is where I caught a moon mons, so we can adopt a monsling once summer begins. After cooking a flower salad, I can finally adopt a mosling. Now there's only 2 pets left in the run, the Ewlet and the Broodling. In order to get a broodling, I need to hatch this larvae egg by placing it next to a lit campfire for about 2 days, I think. I'm not entirely sure, I really don't hatch this thing that often. At this point in the run, I fully followed about 12 suspicious dirt piles, and they've all led to koalefants. But finally, dirt pile 13. I finally got the surprise hunt, and I'm just pulling your leg. It was a varg, not the one I wanted. I hatched my pet larvae on day 25, and I'm gonna need to catch some rabbits for a prestidigitator. While catching the rabbits, I found suspicious dirt pile number 14 that actually led to a Eucus. The end of the runs was in my sights. With an ice staff, I made out the prestidigitator. I froze the pet larvae for its frozen corpse. I recruited some pigs to help me with the Eucus. And while they took care of the Eucus, I had some guacamole cooking on the side. With the Eucus slain, I can adopt the Yule pet with the steel wool and guacamole. And with the chili plus chilled larvae, I can get the final pet, the broodling, completing the run on day 28. Hopefully you found this run enjoyable. Let me know what your favorite pet in the game is, or if you don't like the pets like me, what would you like to see changed about them so you would adopt one? Thanks for watching, till next time.